All right, man, it's Luke Kennard, another Kentavious Caldwell-Pope for the Detroit Pistons. Let's talk about it. We back. Motor City Sports Talk. We in the building. And it's a make-or-break year for Luke Kennard. I think it's his third season. And what I mean by Caldwell-Pope, is he just going to be a guy that spends a few seasons here and leave? And we've been looking for, Richard Hamilton replacement for quite some time. Their games are polar opposites. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope was supposed to be this all-around two-guard, slasher, streak shooter, great defender, and the Pistons just chose not to re-up with him, man, because he just didn't have another level to his game. Still with the Lakers, he's the same streaky shooting, same just, I think he's just a slightly above average NBA player. And that's the question about Luke Kennard. I don't even think Luke Kennard is the slightly above average NBA player yet. I think his ability, just like Kentavious Caldwell-Pope ability was, I think his potential could be great. It just seems like Luke Kennard, for one, can't stay healthy. And for two, he lacks aggression. He lacks he lacks that go-getter hustler's mentality. He lacks I'm getting 20 or 30 tonight regardless. Like that Mamba mentality, that killer. He lacked what Kyrie got. He lacked what Kevin Durant got. He lacked what Steph Curry got. The way he can handle the ball, the way that he could score. I mean, his offensive game is crazy. You know what I'm saying? If you probably watch him in a pickup game and just playing with, NBA players in a Drew League atmosphere, Luke Kennard would probably sizzle. You know what I'm saying? He'll probably prosper like no other. But when you put him in an NBA game environment, it seems like with the Pistons, it seems like he just doesn't know how to assert himself. And kind of with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he just never asserted himself. They both kind of remind me of guys that just didn't have the willpower. Caldwell-Pope, you look at him at Georgia and with the Pistons, he can dunk it, he could defend, he could shoot the three. I think Luke Kennard was just a better shooter, and I think he had a better mid-range game than Caldwell-Pope showed, but they both lack that willpower, like that killer mentality. And I think if Luke Kennard can stay healthy and become more aggressive, then I think he can be a rotational player in this league. I don't think he has superstar potential. But he looked good handling the rock and, his little step back, his floater. He got the entire, arsenal. You know what I'm saying? He got the entire, just game. Offensively, you look at him, man, he can shoot from the elbow. He hit his free throws. He can get to the cup. He can, shoot the floater. He can take it to three-point land. And when he cooking, it ain't too many people that can really, cook like he can cook, man. And this year is put up or shut up for him, man. I think the Pistons, they weren't willing to trade him for Mike Conley. They wanted Reggie Jackson the first and Luke Kennard for Mike Conley, and they wasn't willing to trade. Luke Kennard is one of the reasons they didn't get Mike Conley at the trade deadline. So they still believe that Luke Kennard got something, but I think this is a make-or-break year for him. Or you may see him move on, similar, like Caldwell-Pope, even though I don't think it'll be a contract year for him. They end up, not wanting to play Caldwell-Pope his money. And I think it was the best decision Van Gundy and Jordan Bowers made. Now, with Luke Kennard, I think it's next year. I think it may be a 4-year deal, 5-year deal, or something like that. I think the Pistons may think about trading him. Seriously, I do think the Pistons think about trading him. I think they do think about moving him, but they're not giving up on him quick. You know what I'm saying? I think they're gonna try to give him the starting position early on. I think they're gonna wait to see if he get healthy, and I think this is a career-defining year for Luke Kennard with the Pistons. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they did the same thing with Kyle Singler. They gave Kyle Singler every opportunity to stick with the team, and he just wasn't good enough. And with Luke Kennard, I think they do the same thing, but the NBA talent from the Duke well ain't been too good. It's been good to us with Grant Hill until he got injured, but Kyle Slinger, Luke Kennard. I mean, look at the other guys that came out of Jaleel Okafor, Jabari Parker. I mean, you know, Duke hasn't produced the best talent. And they got some good talent coming in. You know, obviously people could say Kyrie, but he was there for a day. Christian Laettner, Bobby Hurley didn't make it, but Jason Williams had the car accident. But you did have Corey Maggette. He was okay. And also you had you know, Marvin Bagley. I like him. Wendell Carter Jr. If he stay healthy, I like him. So Duke has pretty much historically been a miss. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see how it go with Luke Kennard, man. We'll see if he can pull through the season, man, and not end up like Caldwell-Pope and not producing. But, hey, they were picked around the same time, too, man. Don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email, Smart City Sports Talk. Appreciate everybody. All those links in the description. Keep sharing the videos. And, yeah, man, we're going to really turn up some Lions talk starting next week. And we're going to start covering the Summer League as well, too.